I think we all love peonies. We all remember them from gardens in our past. Well, I met Mr. Peony, Rick Rogers from Brothers Peonies, and so we are surrounded by different kind of peonies today. And so on our side here, these are woody, which I would never think of peonies being a woody shrub.
Correct. These are my absolute joy. These are called tree peonies. And tree is a little bit of a misnomer because we're not talking about a birch tree or something real tall. Tree peonies are usually about 4 foot tall. They have a woody structure. Here's the new growth this year. Here's last year's growth, and here's the growth through the years.
Right.
So you don't cut them down
like the other
like
ones,
a herbaceous or a more common peony.
Right.
They have a earlier blooming season.
Oh, neat.
So, you know, my feeling is if you like peonies, we can expand your bloom season, and our bloom season is literally from today. We're a little bit early this year. We have a bloom open today. Normally we wouldn't start blooming until about April 15th.
Okay.
But with the varieties that we have, we can go all the way through mid to late June, sometimes 4th of July.
Wow, and just because there's many different species of peonies.
Many different species, many different varieties, and they're all blooming at the same time.
Ah, now what about the herbaceous ones, the ones that I'm more familiar with? My great-grandma had them.
Herbaceous peonies, usually we say around Memorial Day, around Father's Day is peony season. I like the earlier peonies, and so I specialize in those a little bit more. But again, even with herbaceous peonies, there's lots and lots and lots of different varieties. There's literally thousands of varieties, and they start blooming. Usually we get our first blooms around Mother's Day, and then those will also go to the end of mid-June.
And when we say herbaceous, those kind of disappear with the frost. All the foliage goes down, you clean it up, and you're kind of done for the year.
Like an iris, like a daylily, like a hosta, that new growth, one day you'll go out and it'll just be laying on the ground, herbaceous to the ground. You cut that off, and I like to make sure to cut that old foliage off. Do not leave it over the winter. I give it a good 10-20-20 with miners in the fall.
A fertilizer, okay.
And they really do need that fall fertilizer. I think the fall fertilizer is really important. I also fertilize a little bit in the spring. It's literally a blueberry fertilizer.
Okay.
But it's a an 8-10-10. Again, with the miners package.
So Rick, you said to cut back the herbaceous ones in the fall, but what about the tree peonies? Do we want to cut those back?
Tree peonies are more like literally a shade tree. So like your lilac, like your Japanese maple, at some point these, and they also go through a beautiful fall coloration.
Oh, very nice.
So at some point in the fall, this leaf will literally just fall off this way, and you'll be left with this, and through the winter it will harden off. But it's really important for me to be clear about this because I hear this sad story every year.
Sure.
This sweet old lady will come in and she'll say, my old gardener that took care of all my things for so many years, he passed away, and we got a new guy, and he came in and he cut all 25 of my 25 to 35-year-old tree peonies to the ground. Will they come back?
Right.
Well, they might come back, but it'll be years and years and years before they would reach the point, and you might take off too much and they might die. So light trimming,
okay.
And like a blueberry.
Okay, just trim to shape.
But not as vigorous.
Sure, definitely. Well, you know, you can come out to GardenPalooza today and hear more information from Rick. He has so many great tips about growing beautiful peonies, what other the kind of varieties that you love. Plus, there's going to be 30% off.
We are doing an early bird special.
Excellent.
Couldn't do a March Madness.
Well, we'll come out and see you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.